Please take time to review the items required to complete the tasks and have them available before starting. The steps shown on screen now should be followed in order 1 to 15. The items required are first aid kit, paper towel, mild detergent, multi-surface cleaner, pair of scissors, clean cloths, CO2, food grade measuring container and graduated bucket, new BIB, temperature probe and PPE. Turn the gas bottle on. Now you should see the needle on the contents gauge rise up and into the green section, or around about 600 psi as a minimum. Just checking the lever here. So this is the lever that sends the pressure off to the system. Just check that this lever is in line with the pipe. If it was across the pipe, the valve is closed, so you wouldn't get any gas to the system. So just put that back into the down position. Now there are two different types of regulators, the single stage that we got underneath, and then above we've got a 3-stage. But again, the contents gauge is on the left hand side, so just check when you turn the bottle on that it reaches that 600 psi section, or the green section. So now we're going to cover switching the gas supply back onto the system. First thing that we need to do is just make sure that both bottles are open. So that one definitely is, this one isn't. Okay, then take a look at the two gauges, just make sure we have got enough pressure in the system. We're looking for a minimum of 600 psi. Now this lever here indicates the bottle that it's being supplied from. So the lever's pointing towards that gauge, so it's supplying from this bottle here. When we look at the gauge, we're well below 500 psi. So that bottle is empty. So on the one I've just opened, we're up to around about 800. So we need to take the supply from that bottle. So to do that, just pull the lever across, and we're now supplying from this side. Next, we need to open the water supply to the soft drink system. This type that we have here is a lever. Just open the lever to reinstate the flow. There are 3 different types of valves that could be installed in your account, but if you take a look on screen now, there's more information. Next, we need to reset the soft drinks carbonator. There are 2 main types of carbonator that Britvic use. One is the AmbiCarb and the other is the Carb 2000. Both types of carbonator can either take their power supply from the mains or from the cooler below. To reset a carbonator that's plugged into the mains, just switch off, wait 5 seconds and switch back on again. For a carbonator that's plugged into the cooler below, we need to turn the cooler off. Turn off at the wall, wait 5 seconds, turn back on again. Never unplug the carbonator from this plug here. If you don't have either of these carbonators, please move to the next step. So now we need to reset a cooler with a built-in carbonator. So as per the previous video, if you can't locate a standalone carbonator, it's likely that it's built into the unit. So to reset this type of unit, just switch off at the wall, wait 5 seconds and switch back on again. When the cooler is switched on, it should display a temperature here. if it displays EN5, then what we need to do is remove the front cover and press the override key. Okay, in this step we need to check the best before dates on the bagging boxes that are connected to the system, and also clean the bagging box connectors. So we'll just take a look at what's connected to the system here. So the Pepsi Max, best before date on the Pepsi Max is May 20, so that actually needs removing from the system. So let's just disconnect it and take that away. And we'll clean the connector at this stage as well. So just place it into the warm water and just rotate the collar, and then just dry off with some paper towel. Okay, I'm going to just place that to one side. And then the It's Lemonade on this system is September 20, so that can be reused, but we do need to clean the connector. So let's disconnect the connector. Again, wash it in the warm water, rotate the collar, dry off with some paper towel, and then reconnect. Switch the Spire on at the wall and on the switch on the control board. Power is indicated by a green light. Okay, we've completed all of our checks at the back of house. We've made sure that our water, CO2, cooler and carbonator are switched on. Now we need to go to the front of house, to the Spire, and we need to replenish the carbonated water. So just a couple of items we need in preparation for this, which are either a graduated bucket or a large measuring container. So we take the container and place it underneath the Spire. Now there's no facility on the Spire to pour just carbonated water on its own. So the way that we replenish the carbonated water is we disconnect one product. So this example is Pepsi Max. I've disconnected the Pepsi Max at the back of the house. That way when I select it, it should only pour carbonated water on its own. So just touch the screen to remove the video. Select Pepsi Max and then pour. And we need to pour a full 15 litres from the Spire to replenish. So when you've poured 15 litres, if you have any other dispense heads on the system, pour 2 litres from them also. Now, you could also have a still product on the system, such as Robinson's. So the same process really. So what we need to do is disconnect the Robinson's and then select the Robinson's product. And we need to pour 10 litres this time from each dispense head. So on to replenishing bagging box syrup that was in date. This example is 7-Up free. So just place the container underneath, press the screen, select 7-Up free, and we need to pour a full 1 litre of 7-Up free. Once you've poured a full 1 litre, if you do have any additional dispense heads, dispense a further 1 litre from each. Okay, so now we need to cover flushing the bagging box product line after out-of-date syrup has been attached to it. So the items we need to do this are a bucket with 10 litres of cold drinking water, a pair of scissors, a cleaning fitting, and a food grade container with warm water. Now the cleaning fitting can be found in the first aid kit, and the cleaning fitting attaches to the line that we need to clean. So it screws onto there, and then we drop that into the water to be able to pull water through the product line. If for any reason you don't have this cleaning fitting, I'm now going to show you an alternative. So we've taken off Pepsi Max because Pepsi Max was out of date. Now what we can do, we can use the bag valve as the cleaning fitting. So if we just pull this fitting forward, take a pair of scissors, and we just need to cut the valve away from the bag. And then we just place that into the water to clean. And then we take our bucket with the 10 litres of clean water in. And we take the bag valve and we attach it to the line that we're cleaning. So we just screw that on. And then we place the line into the bucket. So let's go through flushing a bag-in-box product line when out-of-date syrup has been connected. So this example is Pepsi Max. We've removed the out-of-date product, fitted the bag valve to the bag-in-box connector, and placed the connector into a container of water. So now we need to go to the Spire and we need to dispense Pepsi Max into the bucket or container until the stream runs clear. Now I've started the line flush on this example to demonstrate the point where Pepsi Max is replaced by water. So the time it takes to do this totally depends on the length of the python and can take up to 15 minutes per product line. So just press the button there to get rid of the video, and we need to select Pepsi Max and just keep pouring. So the change in the stream indicates that the syrup has been removed from the system. So now we need to make a note of how much we've poured. So this example here is 12 litres. So now we need to repeat this process for any other dispense heads that we have on the system, and also keep a note of how much we've poured. So let's explain the reason for keeping a note and how much product has been poured to complete the flush. So the process for dark products is very simple, as the stream changes colour when water reaches the dispense head. This is not the case for clear products such as lemonade. So keeping a note of the amount poured to complete the flush on dark products indicates the amount required for clear products. This ensures we have pulled enough through to complete the line flush. Repeat this process for all out-of-date products. Okay, we've completed the line flush with water and we've fitted a new box of Pepsi Max. So now we need to go to the Spire and we need to pull through Pepsi Max to remove all the water out of the line and replace it with new in-date BIB. So just press the screen to remove the video, and then simply we just press the Pepsi Max button and then continue to pour until the stream turns from clear to dark. Then when the stream has fully changed colour, we know we have new BIB in the line. So just repeat that process for any other dispenser that you have on the system. Okay, let's run through cleaning of the Spire now then. First thing to mention, just make sure that it's switched off before you run through these steps. Items for preparation are a food grade container with warm soapy water, another food grade container with clean water for rinsing, some multi-surface cleaner. Your first aid kit contains the cleaning brushes required for the nozzle. If you don't have a first aid kit, just a small brush of that size is absolutely fine. So on to cleaning the nozzle then. So to remove the nozzle, just twist and pull down, and then place the nozzle into the warm soapy water and just clean out with the brush. And then rinse, and then just place it on the paper towel to dry, and then use the same brush and clean around the diffuser. And then dry with some paper towel. And now we can replace the nozzle, so just push on and twist to lock into place. The cup rest, we can take the cup rest off and that can be washed in the sink. Just to clean inside of the drip tray there, just spray the multi-purpose cleaner into it. And again, with the paper towel, just wipe down. Warm soapy water you can pour into the drip tray, and that just checks that our drain is working okay. So just replace cup rest, and then the outer body and the screen, so just a bit more paper towel. Just wipe the screen down, turn the cloth over and dry. And again some more towel. And just wipe the body down. And that's our daily checks completed. Okay, on to the final checks now before we put the system back into use. So just a couple of items that we need in preparation. One is a glass and a temperature probe. And if you don't have a temperature probe, there is a cool test strip in the first aid kit. So just take the glass, and we need to pour one full glass . Now just discard the first one and then pour one more full glass. Then take the temperature probe, and we're looking for a temperature of below 4.4 degrees. So if you're happy with the temperature, just pour one more full glass and check it for carbonation and taste.